And today, he could have killed you or your child. Today, you guys dodged a huge bullet.
Watch how a father tries to run over his own family trying to hide a secret.
Is the husband inside?
No, he took off my app. It's in my name. And he deleted the video of him running me over in the driveway this morning. As you can see the tire marks, and you can see he hit my car after he hit me right in front of my son. And so I was on the phone with ADT to get him logged out of my account and recovered the video. And he stole my computer, my laptop that I do my schoolwork from.
Well, I mean, there's no need to get all the kids out of the house or anything like that right now if he's not here.
He ran me over in front of my son.
I understand. You wanted to bring your son out here, correct?
Well, I wanted him to tell you what happened.
Well, I'll speak to him in just a minute. How old is your son?
6.
Okay. Well, we'll do this inside so that way we don't freak him out. But I mean,
He knows what's happening. He just told him. He asked him when he came home, "Why'd you run my mom over?" And he told because I wanted to take your mom out of this world.
And you don't have access to that camera footage anymore?
No, he deleted it. I have it from my phone, but he deleted it, and I was in the process of trying to get it recovered on the phone with ADT, but it's something I think I have to do from my computer, so he was listening.
Are you okay? I mean, do you need an ambulance? Okay, that's fine.
He was going to take him to breakfast, and he had him get in the van, and then he went in the van, and he was getting NEEDLES with his SPOON with METH in it out of the van. And so I went over to the van and told him it's not safe to be in the van right now. You need to get out.
Okay.
And then...
Are you okay with me just asking him a couple of questions?
Sure.
What did you see, buddy?
Well, he told me something, and he said before he run her over, he kind of hit her, but before she...
How did he kind of hit her?
The front of it, only the front of it hit her.
Okay.
Front of what?
The front of the car?
The van.
Okay. So you saw him use the van to hit your mom?
Yeah, but he changed his mind the first second.
Okay. But the van actually bumped into mom? Did she fall on the ground, or?
She fell on the ground.
She did? Okay.
In the grass.
Okay.
Threw me like 5
Was that
feet.
the only time that you saw your mom getting hit by him?
Well, he never run her over a little bit.
Just
but,
bumped into her?
Yeah. The other times were just hits.
With like a fist? Like he was fighting her?
Like, once he got in jail for breaking her phone and leaving.
Okay. But when you say that you saw her, when you saw her getting hit, did that happen just a little while ago?
At morning.
Okay, this morning. And was that with a car, or was that with like a hand?
You need to tell this man what happened right before he hopped in the van and hit me with it.
He put you to the ground on the concrete and opened.
Was he on top
the
of?
needle cap? Do you want me to go get the new cap?
No, I don't. I don't want you to get that right now. Got some Pokemon cards?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a Halloween version of it.
When he took that stuff out, I told my son that it wasn't safe for him to be in the van with Daddy right now, and that he needed to get out. So he got out, and I was recording him throwing the stuff away because he's trying to tell everyone that I'm an unfit mother. And he attacked me and threw me to the ground by the trash barrels. I was
Some
screaming
of
for
them I
help.
got from McDonald's.
He got upset with him and said, "Why are you hitting my mom?" He yelled at him to get back in the van. I got in his van and started to back out of the driveway. As you can see the tire marks. He backed out, he slammed on the brakes, he threw it in drive, and he mashed the gas. And he hit me and my car and hurled me about 5 feet into the dirt. Okay?
Okay.
That's
Are you hurt?
I mean, I'm pretty sore, but I'm
Okay.
not.
I'm just looking at you for
I
any.
got.
You obviously got some bumps, and do you need an ambulance?
No.
When did this happen? What time of the day?
Probably 10 a.m.
Okay, so it's been a few
10:30.
hours.
Yes.
So you would know by now if you were
really
seriously hurt.
Right.
Okay.
And so he's got a long rap sheet with domestic violence, and so I chose not to call the police because A, he's probably going to go up creek for quite some time, and that doesn't resolve anything because his real problem is drugs.
Let me ask you one question, and it's going to be a very generic question, okay? When he was coming at you with the van, were you in fear that he was going to
For
run
my
you
life,
over?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, completely.
You want to talk for a second?
Yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to talk over a couple things. I can see...
I can't believe he stopped and didn't literally run me over completely. I really can't. I can't honestly believe that he had that restraint in him.
I'm sorry, let me just back up 1 second. When the whole incident was happening with the van, where was all of this?
So...
Inside the van at the time that...
No, he was standing right at the table
right in
my
harm's
car.
way?
No, I moved him. That's why he hit me with the van, because I came
but
forward.
had you not moved, he probably would have doing the actions that he was doing?
I was at the front of the car.
Where were you when you saw your mom get hit with the van?
I ended up in the dirt like...
1725.
So you were right there when the whole when the van moved forward and hit your mom?
Do you mind being around
How
here?
close?
Right here when he put her down.
Copy that, 15.
Concrete and then some.
And how close were you to the van when she got hit? Like,
Right.
and then he went at an angle and he hit the car and went that way? Probably what, 4 feet away from the van as he was doing this?
I don't know. I turned to run. It all happened so quickly, honestly.
Is the bruising and redness that you have on your leg always there?
No.
Okay, so...
No, and so I have 6 screws in this shoulder, and this shoulder is, see my scrapes on my elbow?
And that
where
bruise is fresh?
Yeah, that's
So,
all
okay.
fresh, and my shoulders are
27?
freaking killing me in my neck.
Would you be able to do us a favor? If you could take the little ones inside, go check yourself
We'll try to
as
obtain
far
that.
as
You want
areas that we
911 again?
can't see and see if there's any bruising or injury. Okay. Does that work while we chat? And then we'll make contact with you.
Sidebar.
Sidebar.
Hi, ma'am. So what happened?
Well, the only thing I know is that she banged on our door and asked and was screaming for help. And she said that he ran over her with his car.
Did you guys call 911?
No, I asked her if she wanted me to. She said no, she looked all right on the nurse. So,
Okay.
I mean, she looked like she was shaking, you know.
Okay.
But
Do you guys have any camera footage that would face that way or anything like that?
no.
Okay. So the only thing that you can really say is that she came over and
The red, and you got a little bit on your ankle,
Yep.
and any of the...
And then this one's starting to come in right here, the bruising.
Actually, yeah, because I do have my body camera going, so that...
And then the scratches, I got like a couple of...
And what are the scratches from?
I feel like it is from...
Probably debris or...
Oh no, before that, when he brought me to the ground, he was trying to get my phone out of my hands because I was videotaping.
Let me ask you a question about the surveillance footage. You said there was actually footage of him, of the van, or of the incident where he actually hit you with the car?
Yeah, he deleted it.
Okay, the only 2 people with access are you and him, correct?
He's not even supposed to have access. I'm not sure why he does.
Okay.
And she appeared to be very shaken. She had her phone in her hand. And she called, she had someone else on the phone. She had me look at her back, and it was red. She had redness on her legs. Her toenail, can't remember which foot, looked like it had been run over and smashed, and it was bleeding.
Okay.
And
Does she have dirt on her as well?
I can't remember if she had dirt on her.
Okay.
Okay.
But it was pretty evident that based off of her injury, it looked like something did just happen.
Yeah, something happened. She was visibly shaken.
Okay.
The little boy was shaken as well.
Okay. Was either one of your big toes bleeding?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
No, I stubbed my toe the other day.
So that wouldn't be related?
No.
Okay. The only reason why I'm saying is the neighbor mentioned it, and I just wanted to make sure that that wasn't something.
And did
we
they
forgot.
witness it? Or?
They did not witness it. They just kind of caught the aftermath when she went over there asking for help.
Okay.
What stopped you from calling us sooner?
Because he's got a rap sheet from domestic battery, and I didn't want, I don't feel like him going to prison is the answer when the problem is the substance abuse.
After he tried to run you over?
He's got drug problems. He's not the same person, not to mention the fact that I'm a stay-at-home mom. how am I, I put the deposit down in the house, but our mortgage is $1,800.
No, I completely understand.
So
What was the tipping factor that made you think I do need to call at this point?
The fact that he came home and did this. Let me show you.
Oh, he came back after this incident?
Yes, he just left, literally.
Oh, okay.
He came home and he did this. And he did this. And he ripped the control panel off the wall, and he grabbed my laptop and he took off. I'm a pre-law student. I'm going to school for government with emphasis in law.
Did he do that to prevent you from being able to hit the
video back that he deleted?
Okay. Did you see the video of him hitting you prior to him deleting it?
Were you able to watch the videos? What he asked?
Were you able to see the video
No,
of him
because it
hitting
was
you?
missing. I went on to find it, and it was.
How soon after the incident did you go and look?
I didn't dawn on me till like an hour after.
Okay.
So you never actually saw the video?
No, but there was one missing. You couldn't see him leaving. You could see his van in the driveway, and then all of a sudden, the next video, there was no van. And then the next video after that, the van was there. So he clearly deleted a couple videos. Right. I was on the phone with ADT.
And all the videos that should be there, the ADT has been working up until this point perfectly fine.
Except for when he goes and relapses and goes on his little benders. What he does is, in order to prevent me from seeing when and what time in the morning he's coming in and out, he'll delete, a couple videos and stuff. But other than that, yes, it's working fine. That was me on the phone with ADT, trying to get the videos back. So he heard me say, is this something I can do for my laptop? And he
grabbed the laptop.
And that's all things you're going to need to include. He's going to be taking a fairly long statement about a lot of different things. So I'll let you guys have some time to talk about that. If you need anything else, I'll be in the general area just seeing if she'll come back.
Just in case, yeah.
Yeah.
I love him so much, but I don't understand why. I just don't get it. He's lost our son before to DCF. They came and drug tested him and Michaela, and they found meth in their system. And he tells me that it wasn't because of the drugs. It was because he was dating a girl that started fights with him and would scream and draw attention to it. So the drugs aren't the problem. It was the fact that I said, well, she was probably sick of your kind of like I am. I mean, what? I wake up this morning and find him half on the couch in the playroom and half on it. And I'm like, this is crazy. You're doing drugs with your helper. I said, you're both feeding off each other. I said, this is not okay. I said, a normal person would not use one substance to come off of another substance. They would go and they would get the help they need. I said, you make your own schedule. I said, that's just an excuse. I said, you need to find a new helper and you need to go back to AA or I can't do this anymore. We need to separate. I said, I can't have this around my kids. We're supposed to be breaking the chain and the cycle and your dad just passed away. This could be you. He's calling this person and that person. And then he calls someone from AA finally. And he's going to go out to breakfast with him. And so I said, you really need to, should probably just go with Sean and talk to him without our son, because he wanted to bring our son. So I see him go in the van and start taking stuff out of the cup holder after my son is already in the van, okay? I noticed he had like a big gulp cup and something else, and he was trying to kind of hide something in his hand, and he went over to the trash. So I went and I looked.
This trash can right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went and I looked in it, and there was like a little, you know what a spork is? Mm-hmm. And I picked up the spork, and there was literally residue in it.
Is that in the trash can right now?
No, I took it out because I was going to hold on to it because I want him to get help.
So where is it?
He attacked me because I was recording it and took it, and I did save the cap. I managed to, he got the needle, he got the spoon, but he dropped the cap. It's right here.
Okay. So the cup and everything so he took the cup and everything like that with him when he just left? Or where is the cup and everything?
The big old cup is, so he took, I have video of it, and you could see clearly in the video him concealing it in his hand, and then he puts it in his pocket.
Okay. So, all right. So now we're at the important part.
So when out of the van, he was going back to the trash can because I had, at that point, I think I put it back in the trash because I didn't want to walk around with it, you know, and he went to go take it, and I'm recording him, and then he's yelling, get back in the van. Because I was recording him, he grabbed me, I started screaming, and he put me down on the ground right here. I was screaming help. He was trying to get my phone, so he stopped and he let go of me because I'm not weak for a female, and I wouldn't let go of the phone, and he wasn't going to get it, and I was screaming, so I don't think he wanted the neighbors to call. Because our son wouldn't get back in the van, he took it and put it in his pocket, and that's when he put it in reverse. Oh, my dog Yoshi, my big goofy dumb dog, jumped in the van, so he backed up, slammed on the brakes, he threw it in drive, and he mashed the gas. And he came careening at me, and
that's where those tire tracks came from.
And I think I might have been turning to run away, or I was backing up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was like trying to run away, and I almost did. But he got me in the leg, and
Where were you when you got hit?
I was probably like right here.
Okay. And right behind you, right there. Okay. And then he hit the side of you? Okay.
I like flew backwards. I landed on my butt.
Okay, let me grab my phone real quick. I'll grab a couple of pictures, and then I'll explain some stuff to you, okay? He is not going to get any better. He's not. This is going to be a revolving door of this stuff continuously happening, and today, he could have killed you or your child. Today, you guys dodged a huge bullet. Literally, a van. Okay? This could have gone so much worse.
I know.
Had he not, and he's under the influence right now of meth, there's no telling where his mind is at. It's by the grace of God he stopped. Because this could have been a totally different case.
Broken my neck.
He could have done so many things.
I have a mom, baby.
Exactly. And it's not fair to you, and it's not fair to those children to be subjected to this. Okay? I shouldn't have to come over here and get a statement from a 6-year-old about what their dad did to their mom. It is not up to you, and it's not up to me on what happens with him. It is up to a judge, okay? And they will make the determination on what they feel is fit. If he needs to get help with his methamphetamine issues, then they'll help him with that. Given the charges that I'm about to put on him that you have no control over, this is serious. I mean, he's looking at a 2nd-degree felony. I mean, that's just shy of killing somebody.
Yeah, it's attempted murder.
I mean, it's pretty close.
He says, oh, it's a crime of passion. I'll be in and out. That's what he said.
No, he won't.
You know what he said to me before? He said to me before, oh, I can kill you and do it. I'd go to jail for 7 or 10 years because it would be a crime of passion. You're my wife.
No.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Not at all.
I've told my mom.
That's why the state of Florida.
This is what happened.
That's why the state of Florida doesn't let you dictate on whether or not we press charges. We just do it.
I know.
You cannot allow this to continue. I am telling you this as a person. You cannot allow this to continue. Whatever happens after I get in my car and I leave here is whatever happens. Okay, I can only give you advice at this point. You cannot continue being a victim like this because what he is doing is serious.
Because my son is I adopted him. He's my stepson. His bio mom and Scott got him taken away because they were getting fights and they got drug tested. I helped him get him back. I'm like, Scott, if they take him away again.
So you gotta get with family and you gotta start coming up with something.
Oh my God.
Because we can't do this again. It's time to stop this. You're not gonna have any say on what happens to him or anything like. But I mean, this is too far.
I know.
This is too far.
I freaking put a $22,000 payment down on this house. I bought the new AC. I bought the well system. I dumped all this money into it, just hoping that it would be enough.
Do you want to try to talk to a victim's advocate? Okay. Is there a way? Do we get in contact with somebody in reference to having a victim advocate come out here, or is that something she'll have to do on her own? I'm gonna get a victim advocate out here to come talk to you, okay? Let me collect yourself. If you want to go inside and hang out for a little bit and hang out with the kids, you're more than welcome to do that. Let me go ahead and make this phone call and see if I can't get somebody out here real quick, okay?
Oh, thank you.
According to the police report, Scott was located on a traffic stop and was subsequently arrested. The van he used was towed to impound for forensic processing. He was charged with aggravated battery causing great bodily harm, child abuse without bodily harm, and tampering with evidence.